When using Photoshop, one of the main tools that are recognised from professional users and non-users, they commonly recognise that it offers this feature, is the spot healing tool. Often regarded as the main tool used for removing blemishes within someone's face, hence the name. It's actually much more powerful than this. It actually helps you remove blemishes within pretty much any photograph that you have. One of the most common kinds of blemishes that you'll find is actually dust on objects, or you could actually have some dirt on the lens of the camera and it's showing up in a black spot on your photograph. Now, with the photograph that we've already approached with the cropping and the straightening tool, it was cropped to meet the demands of the client. Now, as soon as I've cropped it, the first thing that sprung out is this blemish here, just a little bit of dirt on one of the pens. Now, obviously, you can't really get in touch with the client and say, I'm sorry, but you can't use it because it's a blemish, because the first thing they'll say is, well, just remove it. The main tool that you want to use is the spot healing tool, which is located on the left-hand side within all these tools. Now, to locate it, it's just the symbol here with a small plaster and a little dotted line. So if you just give that a click twice, just to make sure it's highlighted. Now, if you can't find it when you're looking in this area, you'll see that each of these icons have little arrows on the bottom right. Now, if you right-click with your mouse, you'll actually see it opens a sub-menu. Now, these tools are actually categorized because of the way they act. All of these are designed to cover up blemishes and heal any kind of marks on your photographs. But for now, we're just going to look at the spot healing brush because it's the easiest one to use to get started with. Now, as soon as you click it, you'll notice that your mouse is no longer an arrow, it's actually this circle. This is the brush shape, okay? Now, you can increase the size or decrease the size by selecting the size just up here. But you can also select the hardness and the spacing. Now, just for now, we'll look at the hardness. The hardness basically shows the level of opacity. Now, this means that if you want to spot heal something with a nice, sharp, crisp edge right around the edge of the brush, hardness needs to be 100%. If you lower it down, it'll have a very soft edge and it'll blend into a lot more detail. This is a great tool and a great way to define the characteristics of the tool, but for now we'll do 100% because it's a clear spot that we want to remove. Okay, so just leave it like so. Now, you've got these other sections here, just leave it on content aware for now. We'll actually visit these ones in a later video. We just need to get used to how the tool's working for now. The main way the tool works is wherever you click, it will sample pixels around where you have clicked and it will generate a basic patch and it will stick it over the dirt or the mark or the blemish that you're trying to remove, hence the reason why they've put a plaster on there. Now, you could easily click on with a large piece like this, but then all this is going to get damaged really badly. Instead, you need to try and be careful what size brush you use and try and keep it to a minimum. So something along the lines of this would be perfect for this spot. Okay, all you need to do is drag it over, one click, there you go, it's gone. Okay. Now, it does have its restrictions. If you try and click in areas such as this that have corners, sharp edges, anything like that, any kind of real defining detail, the patch tool is flawed. It will try and sample everything around there and it won't give you a nice clean line. I'll just give you an example now when I click over the text. Okay, so you can see it's all been jumbled up. It's tried to heal it, but there's just too much information. The patch tool cannot read details very, very well. In fact, it just tries to hide them. Okay, now you can heal any kind of blemishes like this much more finely by actually using the stamp tool, which is located here, as you can see, the clone stamp tool right here. But we won't look at that just yet because it's quite an advanced tool to use and it can cause quite a few problems. So we'll just stick with the spot healing tool, and that should help you clear off any major blemishes. If you do need the clone stamp tool in your lessons, then I'd suggest that you actually speak to a member of staff and they will happily help you.